think. Well, I think you should confront him. I think you should go out there right now and confront him. My car, I'll take you out there, man. You need a ride, I'll take you out there.
Now, I got my ride here. Thanks anyway.
I would go out there and confront him right now and tell him what a piece of crap he's doing to you.
Because, I mean, we've been together for like...
You've been together since 92.
Yeah, I mean, we go way back.
Oh, I would start. I would just... I'd go off.
And, you know, like when I came back, Ray said, Jimmy, I'll never let anything happen like you again like that. I will always take good care of it.
And what's he do?
You know, he said
Put you out here till May 2nd.
Yeah.
Or 5th or whatever it is.
I've been here a freaking month already.
I tell you what.
And I've got like another freaking month to go.
Making get him all fired up.
I mean, I see that fat ass in here. You know, for a month.
There it is.
He wouldn't even last a day.
You don't think he would?
He couldn't fit in the porta potty.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, I mean, they were
Starting to vent.
You know, he's back to the station. He's not going to hear what we're saying.
You won't tell him?
I'm not going to tell him, dude. I'm going to be out of a job, too.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm going to lose the pickles. I'm going to lose all my radio. What's the deal? What do I care? Let it rip, man. He's not going to hear us. He's back at the studio. He has no clue. He thinks we're out here all happy-fied, you know. Hey, so what? We're out of a job. We'll find a new job. You know, them guys are okay.
See, it's like a hobby for you. This is my career.
Well,
Basically, he's cutting me out of my career here.
I'd let it go, man. I mean,
after all I've done for him, too. I mean, I've dedicated my life to the success of his morning show.
Got his breakfast every morning. Took his drinks in there every morning.
Yes. How selfless of him.
And then I'm getting fired.
You got demoted. They hired another producer while you were gone.
And
Right on
they
Monday.
took 2 people to replace me, too.
I know it. So what's that tell you about it?
And they didn't appreciate what I did.
He's backstabbing you.
Yeah,
No one did.
Backstabbing you.
Oh.
And he brings in people making more money than me.
I wouldn't take it, dude. If I was you, I'd be in my car right now at the station. I'd be face to face with him, up in his face, telling him to put it off air right now. We're going to go at it. What's the worst he's going to do?
Yeah,
He's going to call the cops. What's he going to do? Yeah. You honestly think he could beat you up or anything?
Hell no.
Okay.
Unless you land on me. Then I'd be dead.
Exactly. Just, I mean, I don't know.
Did he say unless you
It's up to
sat?
you, man. What do you think? You want
Unless he sat
I'll
on
go
him.
in there.
Oh, what a piece of
my
junk.
never
piece
gonna
of
jump on your
garbage.
back.
Nah, they won't touch me.
That's okay. I'm with you, man. I'll protect you.
Mike is pussy.
Because I guess I'll have to get you to hire me now for security, because he stood me up, didn't bother
I
to
heard
call
that.
me. And let me know this is going down. So
Hey, I hire you in a heartbeat.
I'll work
Frank.
for you.
You know
Jimmy.
that.
You betcha. I'll work for you.
Okay.
There you go. Okay.
Thank you, brother.
You betcha
Sorry.
anytime, man. I'm going to step around here and I got to go back to my truck and get some business done. I'll be back to see you in a little while.
Okay. I think I might head up to the employment office pretty
I
quick.
would head over and get signed up if I was you.
Because, they got that waiting time. And if I wait till next week, that's going to be another week I have to wait to get benefits.
What's he going to do? Fire you?
Yeah, really.
What the hell?
But, yeah,
Walk out of your porta pot.
it's already fired.
Exactly. Hello?
I am dying.
Beautiful.
There you go.
Yeah, good job.
Thank you.
Okay. He's still going off. Hang on a minute.
Oh God.
God.
No, he's sitting there now.
So-
He's out.
Let's accumulate all the points that were.
Did I get what you needed?
God, I think we gotta have Spanky say, this is ridiculous, Jim. If I were you, I think you got to go back and you got to say, and what the hell's Glenn thinking? What is Glenn thinking? How come Ray's leaving? Fine, so be it. But Jimmy, you're the most popular radio personality in Springfield. How come you're not getting offered the show?
Now this time, you ought to march in Glenn's office too and put your finger in his face.
There you go.
And tell him this is what's going to happen. God damn it!
Yeah. Dude.
Okay, hang on a minute.
All
Okay.
right, all right, hold on.
Walk
Keep your
back
phone down the side. Don't let him know what's going on.
It is. He can't see it. It's off to the side. I'm standing at the corner of the pot with the door open. Okay.
That's where you're talking to him from?
Yeah. He's got the door open, but I've got it beside the pot. I mean, it's like inches
Right.
from him. He could see it if he would just look,
Okay.
but he's not looking. Hang on. Jimmy. Yeah. You know what I'm thinking?
What?
Ray's leaving. And that's
Yeah.
fine. I think this is a bunch of bull crap because you're the best radio personality next to Ray Lytle. And if I was you, when you go out to the station and get done with Ray, I'd go into Glenn Gardner's office and ask him, what in the damn hell does he think he's doing? I'd put my finger right in his face and tell him, pal, you you better get your head out of your rectum because this is the way it's going to be. You either hire me or there's going to be, I'd be protesting. I'd be striking out there in front of that unfair labor.
He'll be in the porta potty till
I go out here
Halloween.
when they get alcohol, get these guys out there, start striking. I put signs up. But if I was you, I'd go out there and get, one's going to be there in about a half hour.
Oh, yeah.
I would get right in his face and start pointing the finger. Oh.
As Ray already told me, Glenn won't even consider me for taking over.
You just need to go in there and tell him, hey, I am the next best radio personality
I know.
out here.
I
I am
know.
the only one that can replace Ray Lytle.
I am the personality.
Can Mikey do it?
Hell no.
John's going with Ray. You know, he's got his head so far up Ray's, Bud, he can't even see straight.
I know.
So, I mean, he done got his way in.
What a
Who's
turncoat.
left there?
A-hole.
What a
Who's left?
turncoat.
Who's going to be the next PD of WQOB?
Probably be I.
No, who's going to be the next?
I mean, it should be me.
You're not going to stand your ground until
No,
they hire you?
We've got to make
I
it look
mean,
like
you know,
somebody else that's still
I'd
here is
rather
going
not
to
be
get that
TV,
show.
but I want to
Right.
be morning
He's
show
just
host.
Who's
I could at
he's
least
just
going to
gonna
host
eat
the
his
next morning
words.
show?
should be me.
No, it's going to be you. Pump up. Now, suck it up. Quit being a ball baby. Who's going to be the next host?
I am.
There you
Oh,
go.
boy.
Get tough.
I deserve it.
You guys are right. Get tough.
I put my dues. I'm ready.
It's a lot of butt in that studio. You deserve it.
A lot of fat butt, too.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
Oh.
Betty, seeing in here, man. He's sitting back there probably doing his little show.
Yeah.
You can do it, and I'll come in and co-host it with you.
Hey, you got it in.
Okay, buddy.
My stuff done, okay? Okay.
Get over to unemployment. Get signed up.
Jim and Spanky.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
open
It's
now.
about 8:30.
Oh,
What time
God.
is it? 8:20, Chris. Get over there. It's 8:30. Get in line. Hello.
All right, now listen. Here's the next step. You got to get him to get into your truck.
Okay.
And you drive him out to the radio station. Say, that's it. We are going to get in there and we are going to go into Glenn's office the second he walks through the door and we are going to demand that he makes us his next morning tea.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
You guys demand. And then when you get into Glenn's office.
Okay.
And listen, while you're driving him here, you got to keep the radio off. Just keep talking.
Okay.
to him.
Amen.
And then when he gets here, you have him go into Glenn's office. And then when Glenn goes, what do you guys want? And then, because I'm sure the first question you're going to ask is, why the hell aren't you in the porta potty?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then make sure and get Jimmy fired up to where he goes, I want the blah, blah, blah. And then Glenn's going to look at you and go, do you know about this? I want you to sell him out. I don't know what the hell he's doing here. I have no idea.
I didn't bring him out here or nothing.
See, I just
don't know how he
came
got
by
here.
to, I just came by to
I just somebody check on the next concert.
yeah, there you go.
Okay, we're headed that
So
way.
you've got to get him fired up and you talk him. I want to hear you talk him into getting into your truck, taking a ride out to the station.
Or better yet, or just when they get
Okay.
here, have
I'm gonna
Spanky
have him
beeline
lock his
straight
car
into here.
up, okay?
Let Jim go to the Wolves by himself.
Hang on. Okay, hang on, okay?
All right.
Okay, hang on. Jimmy. Yeah. I'm pretty fired up about this, buddy. Here's
I
what
know.
we're going to do.
I'm looking for
Here's
it.
what we're going to do.
Yeah.
We're going to close up your porta pot. We're going to lock your car up. Then you're getting in my truck. We're going to say, we're going to confront Ray Lytle. We're going to confront Glenn. I'm beside you 110%. This crap is not going to go on.
All
We are
right.
headed to the station, and we are going to kick some major ass this morning.
What
Are
are
you
you going to
gonna
do? Fire us?
Well, what are they going to do? Fire you? I don't even get paid. How are they going to
No.
fire me? Oh, you can no longer come to the station. Who cares?
I'm going to get fired anyway. I might as well.
I didn't ever want to come to this station in the first place. Who cares? You ready?
They want us. They need us.
They need us. We will be the next morning show.
That's
Host
right.
and co-host. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it, buddy. Let's lock it up. Get
Yeah.
this stuff locked up in your car. We're out of here. He's following hook, line, and sinker, dude. He's folding up. We're getting in my truck. We're headed that way. I'll keep the radio off, and I am going to have him so pumped up time we get there.
We should get him to leave his keys and have Shaner tow his car while he's gone.
Oh, I love it.
I don't think he'll do that. He's not, him and his car.
Yeah, he's not going to leave his keys.
Yeah. But, dude, he is so fired up. He's throwing his car.
I got to edit you out.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'll pay this. What? I don't have no money to pay the fine.
All right. I know you don't.
Can't you picture how many? Can't you picture how many
Somebody
fines
else
that
took
show
that.
would get? if
Oh,
Spanky was
Spanky and Jimmy.
I didn't say
Show
nothing.
ever.
Every other word.
Tourette
being F-bomb.
syndrome. It's-
Okay, dude. Well, hey, I'm going to hang up here because he's pumped. He's ready to go.
Hey, kids, what time is it?
By the way, that was from New Year's Day of 2003.
You know he wasn't going to leave the keys to his car. His pot was in it.
He didn't want to leave the pot.
Right.
Alarm clock screams and there's a cat butt in my face. I don't want to get up and face the human race. I take a shower, I take a pee, I drink some coffee, I watch some TV. But nothing seems to keep my eyes open. Nothing seems to get my blood flowing. Called up a friend of mine and asked what lights a fire under your behind. He says he spells relief. R-E-Y-L-Y-T-L-E. No fear, the game's all is so clean out your ears for the morning disaster. They got gas and brass and testes and rock and roll piled up to the rafters. They're really immature and there's no cure, but they'll be your favorite broadcasters. And it's Ray Lytle's morning disaster. And it's Ray Lytle's morning disaster. I took my friend's advice to heart. I bought myself an FM radio. Now every weekday starts with a visit from the morning disaster show. And now I spell relief. R-A-Y-L-Y-T-L-E. Have no fear, the gang's all here. So clean out your ears for the morning disaster. They got gas and breast and testes and rock and roll piled up to the rafters. They're really immature, but there's no cure. But they'll be your favorite broadcasters. And it's Ray Lytle's morning disaster. And it's Ray Lytle's morning disaster. There you go, Ray Lytle's morning disaster. We're coming to you live on this Thursday, April 1st, 2021.
Leapy.
Good morning, everybody. How you guys doing? What's going on? What's up, TJ?
Man, I'm telling you, there's just that Jimmy leaving his keys would be like Rage leaving the last donut. It's never gonna happen.
How funny, man.
Ever.
Yeah, Jimmy was never going to leave. He never left his keys because he didn't want anybody to get his pots. He left his pot in his car.
All right. Leave the keys, you leave the pot.
A guy just sent me a note saying he woke up thinking about Jim today. Look at that.
Here
So I
comes
woke
the
up-
April Fools, right?
I woke up thinking about Jimmy today, yeah.
You
That's
get
what he
your
says.
second vaccine today.
I do get my second vaccine today.
You're going to get all caught up finally.
I know, right? Pretty happy. Pretty happy. I'll be fully vaccinated today. And I'll be honest, I was kind of thinking that I'm like, April Fool's Day. Shit, they're going to tell me, haha, you're not getting it today. And I was waiting. They finally, yesterday afternoon, they finally sent me the thing I needed. You know, there's a thing you need to show to actually get the vaccine, you know?
Yeah, the email, right?
I got the email and the number and everything. So thank God. That means I'm getting it today at 12, right up to 12:30.
And you're getting, of course, that you're getting the Pfizer. You're not getting that.
I'm not getting the WT vaccine. I'll be getting the good Pfizer one.
You know, the only thing he caught out of that yesterday, he calls me up afterwards and he goes, rusty needle made out of a trailer and shot in the ass vaccine. And I'm like, I started cracking up. I said, yep, that's what I said.
Yeah. I'll tell you. Pat says, you should fake a seizure during the 15-minute wait as a joke. It'll be hilarious. No.
The problem is, how many people in Springfield know you?
Faking a seizure is never hilarious. However, I got to tell you, the best April Fool's joke I ever did was, I've got it. I should have played it. The one where Mikey, it was actually Mikey came up with this. He had Jim the photographer. We had Jim the photographer lay down, right? We had him lay down in a parking deck downtown. Whoops. I was eating my cantaloupe, I dropped it. And he laid down in a parking deck. And Mikey put a sheet over him. And fake
Like he was
blood.
a dead body.
Yeah. And then he had police tape. And he wrapped police tape all around the whole parking spot that Jim was laying in. And then we had, for some reason, we had Mikey and I think it was Mikey and Shaner or wearing like cheap suit jackets or so. No, they were wearing raincoat, not raincoats. What the hell kind of coat? It's
Like the SWAT jackets or something.
yeah, but they weren't wearing SWAT jackets. They were wearing those type of like windbreakers.
Oh, okay.
So they looked like they were working, you know. And they were just there, you know, broadcasting live, but they were on phones, okay? And then people were walking into work and this dead body was just laying there. And then we started, when Mikey got close enough to where we could hear him, right when a bunch of people were walking up,
Yeah.
Mikey gave a clue and Jimmy sat up. He sat up and screamed and we spooked the hell out of him. It was fantastic. It was
hilarious.
I'm telling you, it was the best. It was the best April Fool's joke. And that was when Jim played the dead person.
Too bad there's no way to get away with that now.
Yeah, it was great, man.
The
Yeah, I haven't done an April Fool's joke in a long time. I don't know. I think Nick's April Fool's joke was to start the ads and then leave.
And then lose
Because-
the ad.
Yeah, he's been having problems with that computer, so I don't know. But he's playing the ads and then it bailed. So I don't know what caused that, but oh well.
And I've got to get all checked in. I finally arrived at the second stop. Pulled an all-nighter last night.
Where did you drive? Where did you drive from to? Or where are you now?
From Dallas to
Yeah.
St. Louis. And this is the second stop in St. Louis.
So you drove from Dallas. You picked up in Dallas.
Yep.
And you drop it off in St. Louis.
And it was such a mess, man, because I get there to get loaded up. And literally, the broker screwed everything up. I sat there waiting to get loaded for 9.5 hours.
Oh, Jesus.
So when they finally cut me loose, I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to go.
So when
Let
did
me
you
go.
sleep? When did you sleep?
I haven't yet.
Did you sleep during the 9.5 hours?
No, I didn't get a chance to.
So you drove all night last night, having to get back to Missouri from Dallas.
Right.
That's insane.
And, well, you know, got to be crazy to do this job, right?
Yeah, I'll be damned. I'll be damned.
But
What are
Had
you
to get it
dropping
done.
off? What are you dropping off? Please be sick.
frozen burritos.
Oh, I was praying it was dildos.
You know what? That reminds me of a
I-
story I covered a couple years ago. There was a semi that was full of sex toys that jackknifed outside of El Paso, Texas, and the trailer burst open, and all the toys wound up in the ditch
Uh-huh.
and all over the road and everything.
You have no idea how much I was hoping. You have
Oh, yes,
no
I
idea
do.
how much I was hoping for you to have an April Fool's delivery of sex toys. Oh my God, that would have been fabulous. You carrying giant dildos from Dallas, the home of dildos. You were carrying them from Dallas to St. Louis. That would have been fantastic. Oh, well. Oh, well. But I guess not to be. Not to be. I'll be damned. If only that could have been true. Oh, well. So frozen burritos. And is your truck a frozen truck? I mean, I wonder if does this mean he has does this mean he has some kind of refrigerated truck or something? Or do they just not mind? Maybe they don't mind. I don't know. Very bizarre. But oh well. We are here. TJ's obviously doing his unloading. So now it's just me. And I don't know where Nick is, but he's trying to connect right now. Yeah, because Nick's stream that runs the ads, there was something wrong with it and it cut out. And so we lost him earlier. I know he's having computer problems, but Pete says the Dallas Dildos. I thought they were called the Cowboys. But I guess I can understand the change. All right. I'm sure the Cowboys fans appreciate that, Pete. I'm sure they appreciate it. All right. Reefer is trucker name for refrigerator truck. Really? What reefer? What stands short for refrigerator? I'll be damned. Well, it is April Fool's Day, so who knows what we'll be hit with. There are some media outlets who always try to fool us, which, by the way, I would think in today's day and age, you just don't want to. We're probably past the point of doing April Fool's jokes. You know, we're probably past the point of April Fool's jokes, but I'm never shocked when I see one. Like I wake up April 1st and I start looking around to see, okay, which media outlet actually had a thought in their head that doing a practical joke is a good idea. However, there are some things that happened on April Fool's Day that turned out to be true that people thought were April Fool's jokes. There were some stories that came out that were news stories that were real, and people actually thought that it was BS. And I have a list of those. For example, and I actually remember this one. It was 1985. They announced David Lee Roth was leaving Van Halen. And they announced it on April Fool's Day of 1985 because I remember this because I was in college when it happened. Was I? Yeah, I was in. I think I got. Am I that old? I was in college at the day, and I remember saying. Oh, that's an April Fool's Day joke. That was an April Fool's Day joke. Because I was talking to my buddy, I think it was my buddy Johnny Brock, who I'm still friends with on Facebook, but I remember he brought it up to me. And I said, it's also April Fool's. I said, I'll believe it when I see it. It's also April Fool's. I didn't think there were any I didn't think there was any chance in hell that it was real. And it was 100% real. David Lee Roth had in fact left Van Halen. It turned out it was a true story. It was crazy. That was an honest to God true story on April Fool's Day. Here's another one. Will Ferrell and Kristen Wiig were going to be starring in a Lifetime movie. It was on April 1st in 2015 when Lifetime announced its new movie, A Deadly Adoption, starring Will Ferrell and Kristen Wiig. Everybody thought it was a joke that they were announcing it, but it was true. The movie did premiere. It premiered a couple months later, and it did star Will Ferrell and Kristen Wiig. It was a Lifetime movie, A Deadly Adoption.
So, like, Will Ferrell did a serious role?
Yeah, it was. They did a Lifetime movie together. And no, it was a joke. I mean, the movie was them acting all serious, but it was exactly what you'd expect from Will Ferrell.
Okay.
And Kristen Wiig.
See, because the title just sounded like it was like
yeah, no, it was they portrayed it as if it was, they tried to legitimize acting and everything, but it was obviously the story was the script was so crazy that it was comedy without being, you know what I mean?
So it was that bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So how crazy. But yeah. Let's see. Here's another one. They put out a press release saying Joss Whedon, the guy who had done Buffy the Vampire Slayer, was going to be the choice to direct the Avengers, the Marvel movie. They put it out on April Fool's Day.
Right. Oh, they did?
And everybody believed it was bullshit. They thought it was just an April Fool's joke. They're like, they're not hiring the guy from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Okay.
309-863-6497.
That's the phone number. Ray, this is the young lady that's going to be unloading the trailer. Hi, you're
How you doing? She's unloading the frozen burritos.
It's actually going to send your lumper to this number, okay? And you can follow that link all the way to the page.
That'll work. So there we go.
She's going to unload the frozen burrito. She's going to unload the burritos. Is that what she's unloading?
Yep, she is unloading the burritos. Burritos are about to be gone from this truck.
I wish it was sex toys. That'd be so
I
funny.
know you wish it was sex toys.
It would be so funny.
I know you and Jason.
If they were unloading sex toys, I would enjoy it so much.
Between you, Jason, and Rocky, I would not live it down for the next 10 years.
Yeah. Yep.
And then you'd make sure Mikey knew about it to make it 15.
Absolutely.
No, it is not sex toys.
All right, here's another. Here's some more April Fool's Day stories that people thought were jokes. When Google announced they had an invitation-only beta version of an email service called Gmail, it was April 1st of 2004. Everybody thought it was bullshit. They're like, "Oh, Google's not doing an email." It seemed like a joke because Gmail offered 1 gig of space. When the most popular free options were Hotmail and Yahoo,
Oh yeah.
they were offering 2 and 4 megabytes. Meanwhile, Google offered a gig in Gmail. I remember people thinking it was a joke, but it was real. That's when I got Ray Lytle at Gmail as my email address. I'll be damned. The Onion won a Peabody.
What?
The website The Onion, which is the best parody website in the world.
They won a Peabody on April Fool's Day.
They won a Peabody Award, yeah.
Oh my God.
They won a Peabody Award April 1st of 2009. April 1st was also when Selena was murdered. She was actually killed on the night of March 31st.
Wow. And then found on April Fool's Day, right?
They made the announcement on April Fool's Day. Yep.
That's crazy.
She was killed in 1995. I was in New York when she was killed. Selena. Let's see. Ashton Kutcher. It was announced on April 1st that Ashton Kutcher was going to be playing Steve Jobs.
Oh, I remember that.
That was
Yeah.
in 2012.
Oh, no way. No way.
2012, yeah. They ended up doing the movie. I think he was nominated for an Emmy or something for playing Steve
Yeah, they
Jobs.
said he did a real good job with it.
Or whatever it was, whatever spirit, whatever thing. He was nominated for it. Yeah, he played Steve Jobs. Did a good job. On April 1st of 2015, UFC fighter Matt Hamill saved a baby in a runaway car. The mother had fallen unconscious due to alcohol, causing her to weave erratically into oncoming traffic. I remember this. This guy jumped on the car and punched through the window and rescued a baby from the car. And he was a UFC fighter, so everybody was like, "Oh yeah, this story's bullshit," but it was real. That actually happened.
Oh, I remember you talking about it.
Yeah. It was in 2015. A UFC fighter rescued a baby. So that's you know, those are those stories that happened on April 1st that everyone thought was everyone assumed was an April Fool's joke, but it was not. Mon frere. Kathy said Sean posted something this morning that was heartfelt, but I'm highly suspicious that it's an April Fool's joke. What did he posted on Facebook, Kathy? Has it, Nick, have you seen this? TJ, you guys, have you seen it?
I glimpsed at it, but I didn't read it fully because it's something about love. And I'm like, I rolled my eyes and I moved on.
So you're saying you started reading what Sean posted.
I didn't even start reading. I just caught keywords.
You immediately thought, okay, this is bullshit.
I didn't even think bullshit. I'm like, love. All right, whatever.
All right, let me read.
I'll read it later.
Because if anyone would get caught up in the old April Fool's Day, it would be Sean. If anybody would think, all right, here we go. I got the Sean thing. I'll read it. You want me to read it?
Yeah.
All right, this is on Sean's Facebook. Folks. Oh my God. He started it, folks. Folks.
That's what turned me off the first time.
Yeah.
Folks.
I'm asking for your support through a very pivotal time for me. I know after the last few years, I said I no longer believed in love, or at least it was something that happened for other people. I intended to never let anyone get in a position to hurt me ever again. You know how these things work. You meet someone when you never expect it. I met someone, but it's not all that conventional. And please, if you see us, choose your words carefully.
Let's talk about Portillo's.
It's a May-December romance. Maybe more like March-December. She's 23.
Oh, it's bullshit.
I know what you're saying. Well, she's an old soul who can't relate to people her age, and I'm a guy who can't relate to people my age. At 51. Because I've stumbled through life never getting married and never becoming a father. Will it work at 58 and 28? If things continue to go well? I'm not sure, but who is with these things? For now, I'm going to protect our privacy until we've spent more time together. I will not let outside factors wreck this relationship, but I can't wait for you to get to know her. I think I believe again.
Sandy would be about 23, right, Ray?
I just want to, hold on, I'm going to post in the comments. I'm just going to post, this is sad. This is shamelessly sad.
I know,
Shame.
right?
This is shameless.
Unless he's saying his new love is Sandy.
It's just, what is wrong with him? Kathy, you're right. Of course, that's an April Fool's joke. How the hell is he going to meet someone during a fucking pandemic?
In the vaccine line?
Yeah. Who the hell? Where did he meet her? Getting his vaccination shot?
Getting his free Krispy Kreme?
It's
his Portillo's waitress.
It makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. Of course he didn't find love in a fucking pandemic. What is wrong with him? Shameless. He is shameless and sad. Hey, I want to read the headlines of the Drudge Report. Tell me which one you think is
worthy.
Which one do you think is the April Fool's joke?
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna have a version of Lazy World News.
I'm just gonna say which one. All right. Here's the Drudge Report. Okay. COVID-free living. Hollywood stars, art world elite flock to remote Kenyan island.
Kenyan?
Yes. The coronavirus-free Kenyan island is attracting socialites. And it's just a 1-hour flight from Nairobi, Kenya, Lamu Island does not have COVID, and that's where people are going to spend time, vacations, and it's warm climate and stuff. All right. Here's the next one. France's Macron orders a lockdown, a national 7 p.m. curfew. I can tell you that one's real.
That one's real. I saw that one.
Because the fucking French people won't get vaccinated.
The dirty French.
Fuckers. Get vaccinated. I'm done with people who refuse vaccinations. Fuck them.
Apropos on your shots.
Fuck them. I have no respect for those people. Sorry. Let's see. Here's another one. Sarah Palin reveals COVID infection. And bizarre symptoms. She now urges others to wear mask.
The first one's fake because I already saw that one too.
Yeah. Yeah, this one's real. Sarah Palin does have it. Oh my God. Unbelievable.
She got it from Russia where she can see it from her house.
Well, I mean, I thought doesn't she live don't they live on a ranch or something?
Yeah, but she does what
she says one of her daughters
Republicans do.
She says one of her daughters got it. Her daughter woke up without the ability, that had no taste and no smell. And then she ended up catching it. Oh my God. And she said that she's got a really bad case and her children have all her children have it now. Jesus. Oh, this is what you get for not believing it. And she's urging others to wear masks. All right. So Sarah Palin is, in fact, that's a real story. Here's another Drudge Report story. Vaccine passports have been launched in Las Vegas. Real or fake? What do you think?
In Vegas?
In Vegas.
Fake.
Real. From Las Vegas. From the Las Vegas Review-Journal. They're saying that digital credential system can show whether someone has been vaccinated against COVID-19 and can help businesses limit access to those who have been inoculated.
Oh.
The systems were designed to increase health and safety at various venues, but experts are aware that there will be some people that are concerned with privacy, but they are able to find out who has been vaccinated and who hasn't. So some who have been vaccinated will be getting some things allowed that others won't. LA herd immunity by July. That's the headline. What do you think, Nick? Real or fake?
Sorry, I missed that because I was talking to someone.
LA herd immunity by July.
Fake.
That's real.
Wow.
Wednesday, after months of not getting projections, Los Angeles County Public Health Director Barbara Ferrer said, based on numbers received from the federal government, Los Angeles will reach 80% vaccine coverage in residents over 16 years old by the end of June.
Wow.
Means that they will reach herd immunity in July. Look at that. And by the way, that's what we're going for, people. That's why everybody needs to get the shot. Let's see. Computers could soon write film script by analyzing popular movies.
Fake.
I think this one's fake too. I think it's got to be because it's in the Daily Mail.
Because film writers already do that themselves.
It's in the Daily Mail.
They regurgitate the same thing over and over again.
I think this is the daily. I think the Drudge Report has been fooled by the Daily Mail's. I think the Drudge Report was fooled by the Daily Mail April 1st story. I really do, because they have a link to the story at the Daily Mail, but it looks like bullshit. But then again, that was the whole point of this, is that how many people are fooled by a sex robot. A sex robot says, we are the future, and warns us that resistance is futile.
That one's real.
By the way, do you have HBO Max or HBO?
I do.
Have you watched the documentary on Quiz?
On what?
Q.
No, not yet.
All right. They have a documentary all about QAnon, okay?
I don't know if I'm ready for
They
that.
have a documentary, and the documentary has the guys who run this 8chan, which is what Q is on,
Mm-hmm.
And the guy who is the president of it has a sex doll.
I don't know if I'm ready for that much continuous bullshit in one session.
Dude, you have to watch this. You've got to watch this documentary.
Is it that crazy?
Yeah, it's nuts. These guys are fucking crazy. And by the way, I believe they're Q. I mean, the guys that they have tracked it down to, they're Q. They're conspiracy theorists. They believe this bullshit.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I mean,
he has a sex robot.
I do not.
No, I'm just saying that the guy in the documentary has a sex.
I couldn't even afford one if it fell off of the truck.
Which I don't know why you would need a sex robot, but all right.
I was actually trying to get one for Rage. At one point, I looked into how they're like $18,000. They're insane.
You got to pay that much for a
freaking sex robot. Yeah, I did the whole story about it back a few years back.
You could fly to. You could go to Nevada.
Yeah.
And get one for a lot cheaper than $16,000 or whatever. Huh.
And then she'll stay in Nevada when you come home.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
What a
sex
crazy
robot.
day.
Sex robot with AI says, We are the future. Resistance is futile. That's according to the Daily Star. I think that the Drudge Report has now printed the Daily Star's April Fool's story. That's what I think.
Yeah, I mean, a sex robot quoting the Borg.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. That sounds like an April Fool's Day joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just telling you.
We will
That's
make
got-
you orgasm. Resistance is futile.
That has got April Fool's written all over it. That's
But
that's
the
what's
sex
going on.
robot AI thing is all real. It's like, that's weird.
there. By the way, Holly is also watching the Q documentary. She says, I've been watching it. They're an odd source. The one they think is Q has a pig farm, and that's scary in itself. By the way, they all live in the Philippines.
No shit.
They live in the Philippines because of the sex laws.
Wow.
And they're all perverts.
They hanging out over there with Sugar Bear.
And they're really big conservatives, and they love Trump, and you know damn well that they're Q. It's crazy. And Rocky brought this up the other day. He brought up the documentary. That's why I watched it. I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's Adam McKay is the guy who funded it.
Oh, wow.
He's the one who produced or who gave the money to the guy who wanted to make the documentary. It's amazing. They started making it in 2015.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. They started making it in 15, and it follows all the way through, I think it follows all the way through January 6th.
I didn't know Q had been around that long.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's what these people believe. Yep.
I cannot believe that people buy that much bullshit.
And they interview some people who believe they interview some people who believe that believe in Q and what they actually believe in. Like Q is they believe that Q was a member of the Trump staff, or they think it was Trump himself. So I wonder now that Trump's not in office, what do they think Q is?
Are these also the same people that stood outside and told you what the tornadoes sounded like?
I'm telling you, it doesn't make sense because they're still believing this QAnon bullshit, but Trump's not in office.
The election's been over for...
So if the guy Q was actually part of the administration, why is he still there?
I don't get it.
And people, they decipher Q's post, and they try to break it down and figure out what he means. Because every post is, you got to figure it out, which is crazy, by the way. Why wouldn't he just, make it plainly, why couldn't his post just say exactly what he wants? Why does he have to turn them into riddles? It makes no sense.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
But these people believe this shit. They believe it. So I just want to warn everybody, be paying attention. It is April Fool's Day. And
Yeah,
I would think during a pandemic, there would be there would be some decision to not do April Fool's Day stories. But I'm saying,
have Sean Belen.
just in looking over the Judge Report and Sean Bolen's Facebook page, there obviously isn't people deciding that it's not a good year to do an April Fool's Day joke. They are obviously deciding today is not the day to stop.
Well, I just got mine. I was told to go to one door, and then she calls and goes, "Yeah, April Fools, go back to the first one you were told to go to." Get the burritos out of my truck.
Oh boy. Yeah. I don't know. I know I'm not going to do an April Fool's Day joke.
Oh, thank God.
I'm not going to do one. Sean Bolen fell in love with a 23-year-old. Oh, for God's sakes. Him falling in love with anyone or anyone falling in love with him.
That
would be crazy enough. Let alone a 23-year-old. Come on. Jesus. Jeez, Louise.
23-year-old falling in love with Sean. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, come on.
Question number one. Which mental institution was she just released from?
Yeah, he's not in any relationship.
No. The Bolento meter is still running.
And even if he did find a relationship, how the hell is he going to find it during a pandemic?
Krispy Kreme line.
I mean, I don't understand anyone who just started dating. I question anyone who just started dating in the last few months, because there's a pandemic going on. You know,
he was in the line for vaccine, and she goes, "Oh, you've got a great voice. What do you sound like?" "Oh, I own a business, Hot Dog Production."
Back to you.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no Sean. It's just, only Sean would be. I mean, I hate to say this because I really do like Sean, but he would be. You have to think yourself as being pretty important to try to pull off an April Fool's Day joke. Does that sound right? What I say? I hope that doesn't sound bad, but
self-important.
I'll tell you, that's sort of what it. I mean, yeah, you've got to think you're pretty important that you could pull off an April Fool's Day joke. I'm just saying. That's what. So Sean does feel kind of important.
I guess.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, probably bragging about his highly successful business.
He's the perfect person to try to pull off a April Fool's Day joke. I'm not pulling
he also does Facebook Live and throws it back to himself too.
Of course, I get my vaccine shot today. I'll be fully vaccinated.
Awesome.
And then I'm just gonna shame people who aren't vaccinated even more.
There you go.
That's my goal, right, Nick?
That's right.
You know, because you're fully vaccinated.
Yep.
We could start shaming those who haven't gotten their shots. We'll start shaming those who decided you were too good for 2 shots. That you only
is that where it's gonna
you,
go?
you only got the 1.
All right. You know what? I'm never hauling sex toys again. Just so you can't
Yep.
make fun of it. Never doing it again.
I'm saying.
No more dildo loads.
I'm saying.
No more giant dildo loads.
We are
Unless they're being delivered to Ray's garage.
we'll be fully vaccinated. Ray has nowhere to live, by the way. I have nowhere to live. I can't find a place to live. I don't know what's going to happen.
This is your wife and your daughter's decision, and you're along for the ride. We're all at their mercy.
I'm telling you, I have no idea where we're going to live. None.
I've been looking, but I mean, finding a
It's
3-bed
impossible.
bathroom
Yeah.
rental is a needle in a haystack.
Yeah, I know.
They're going to have to realize that and get on board with 1 bathroom.
I'm telling you.
Or buying a mobile home, or
Yeah.
doing 2 bedrooms, or something. Something's got to give.
I know. My wife won't budge.
Exactly.
And here's the thing. Because of my knees, we can't live. We can't live
Townhouses
in a
or
two-story place.
houses.
Yeah. My knees won't allow us to, because I can't, because I have trouble walking. But if it meant the only place we could live would have one, I would just have to put up with it. And,
Well, dude,
I'd
I
have
mean,
to-
your last house that you had in Chatham, they only had what,
Yeah.
like 4 steps going up into the living room, and that hurt the hell out of you.
I don't know. I don't know. We just have to deal with it, I guess. But my wife won't budge off this 2-bathroom thing. I can't find a place. I've been looking every day. I'm looking. I can't find a place. Every fucking day, I'm looking for a place to live. I can't find one. And the place we live, the landlord has said that he's selling it, and he's selling it to family.
Oh, so it's
He's
done
He's
deal.
not even, because when he first said he's going to sell it, I had friends of mine that have money that said, well, I'll buy it. You guys can rent it from me. And I was like, oh, cool. And so we went to the owner and said, hey, if you're going to sell it, these guys will pay top dollar for it, right? He said, no, I've already sold it. I'm already sold it. It's going to my brother, and his kids are going to live in it. And they're selling it for them to move in the end of April. So I don't know. I mean, today's the 1st of April. I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know how the hell, I don't know where the hell we're gonna go. We got nowhere to go. And my wife won't even look at a place that only has one bathroom. She's like, yeah. Oh. She goes, oh, I'm not going to share a bathroom with you. She's disgusted. She's disgusted by sharing a bathroom with me. Like I'm such a horrible person.
I've heard it. I've heard it.
How am I not
have half of my ass left because I've heard it.
How am I not supposed to be insulted by that? You know what I mean?
I get I see where you're coming from. You're married. You've been married for almost 30 years. You've been together for over 30 years.
How am I so disgusting? How am I so disgusting that no one even wants to share a bathroom with me? I mean, come on.
Then again,
I mean, for goodness sakes.
You are also the same guy who has admitted that you had an accident and then hid the shorts in the bottom of the laundry basket. So you kind of got a 6 of one, half a dozen of the other here.
Things happen. Things happen.
Throw them away.
I was talking to my cousin. My cousin told me to find people that are trying to sell places and the other thing is I see places that are perfect and then they'll have a for sale number, you know.
Yeah.
Like we're selling this little place, blah, blah, and then it's like $116,000 for sale. It's like, and by the way, this really pisses me off. They have these fucking Facebook sites for rent in Illinois, whatever the hell, you know.
Yeah.
For rent in Springfield. And all it is a bunch of people selling homes. They're selling houses. That's not a for rent.
No, they're covering it by saying rent to own, contract for deed, things of that nature.
A bunch of bullshit. Put some rentals on there. So my cousin goes, just offer and say, I'll rent it from you. How much you want? So he said, at least make the offer. See if people will budge. They're not going to budge. People are going to be like, you know, hell no. They're going to be like, no, I'm trying to sell the place. I don't want to rent it. So I don't know. Holly says those modular homes looking pretty good. What's is a modular home a trailer?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've said before, trailers look good to me.
I mean, you could do the double wide and have 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms.
They serve their purpose.
I'm not too good to live in a trailer.
Keeps the rain off your head.
Screw it.
Now, how far did that go when you brought it up to your wife?
What do you think? How do you think that went?
I can take a wild guess.
My cousin also said, he goes, your wife could just try to buy a house based on her salary. And I go, what bank is going to give, you know?
It depends on the debt to income ratio.
Yeah. See, I don't know.
Because
it's been a pandemic. I have not had a job. I haven't had a job for a year. Well, it'll be the end of this month will be a year.
Yeah.
And this show will have been a year.
Yep.
No fucking success with this show, by the way. None. No success in my life. Maybe the problem is me. I have nothing going on. Not a fucking thing going on. But I'm just saying that I'm bringing in no money. So the only money we get is from her, right?
Right.
And no bank or nobody's going to give a loan to buy a house to somebody that's going to say, and you know, they're going to say, oh, you got this fucking big fat deadbeat living in your fucking house, giving no money to the cause. We're not going to give you a loan. I'm telling you, you know. So I really don't know. I don't know how it works. But I know our credit's not good because of my daughter's medical bills. My daughter's medical bills, we were behind in paying those last year. So our credit can't be any good now, considering I haven't made any money for a year. My wife's the only one working. I just don't know how we... I don't know how we do it. DC say that I just don't even go on the loan.
Pretty much she would buy it on her own, but I mean, and then you're going to be looking at her
then
debt
she
to
would-
income, but there's
then-
2 car payments too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. You might be out of whack on that too.
Yeah, so my daughter's car and her car. By the way, my car is completely paid off. My car is paid for. I'm telling you, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Holly says some of those triple wides are bigger than houses.
Some of them are.
Yeah. I have no problem living in a trailer. One of the best places I ever lived was a trailer back in when I was in college. I lived in a trailer. I loved it. Of course, I got laid a lot and I had parties every weekend, and you know.
And your neighbors didn't care.
Yeah, it was a good time of life. Yeah, my neighbor was a train track. And my train track, and then this one girl I went to high school with. She was our other neighbor, so she didn't care. Certainly had no problems with it. So I don't know. And then if my wife owns the house and not me, then what the then why would she let me stay? Why would she just say, well, you can live here too, you know?
You're married.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying that there is a concern. Why wouldn't she just say, get the hell out of my house? And I'd sort of have to say, well, I guess she's right.
She can't. You're married.
To kick me out.
No, she still has to do an eviction notice on your road. It still takes 9 months to pull that off, so you'd be fine for a while.
Yeah, they're saying I could still be on the title, just not on a loan. Well,
Yeah.
I don't understand it. DC, you talk to my wife, because there are some perfect places that you know, but they're for sale, not for rent. Like in Springfield, you know, you can get a place in Springfield like $60,000-$70,000.
It's actually everything you guys are looking for.
Yeah. And then when we win the lottery, when my retirement comes through.
Great retirement plan.
The retirement of the
Parlay
lottery.
bets are getting bigger.
When that comes true, then we rent that one.
Move back to Morning Tree.
I'm just telling you, there are there's no rental places. There's no rental places to live in right now. There really isn't. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I've checked the surrounding areas as far out as New Berlin and up to Athens and nothing.
I don't want her to drive that far. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll tell you something. If she's using her entire salary to pay for everything, I certainly would rather her not have to drive that far to work.
I can understand that.
Pat says the housing prices in Springfield are extremely reasonable. The only downside is you have to live in Springfield. Thanks, Pat. Yeah.
That poolside Pat?
Yeah, of course. It's Pat who's sitting out by a pool right now.
Yeah.
Judging you.
Yes, judging me. Fucker. Yeah, I don't know. But my wife will not budge. So I'll look for places and I'll find one. I'll go, oh, this place is perfect. We can live here. And then it'll be like, shit. I was looking at this place. Okay, here's what it had. It had a decent sized kitchen and a room off the kitchen. Then it had a big living room, right? It had a big living room. And then it had a couple of bedrooms, right? My wife goes, it doesn't have 3 bedrooms. I'm like, dude, I said, listen, it's got that fucking whatever that room is off the kitchen. My wife goes, you mean the dining room? I said, I don't know what the fuck it is, but it looks like I could put my studio in there and we'd be fine. She goes, oh, it's got one bathroom. I'm like, it's a big bathroom. She goes, I'm not living in a place with one bathroom with you, blah, 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 blah. So I see that. Even when I find something, it's not good enough.
Well, tune will change once it gets closer to the end of the month.
Yeah. We're going to be thrown out in the street. We're going to be living in my car.
I don't think she'll be living in the car. She'll get an apartment.
Yeah. She'll be like,
oh, I found a place. See ya.
I found a place. Then she and Bella will live in a place with one bathroom.
She'll tell you to move into Casa de Belén.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a show right there. You just turn the cameras on and leave them on. Remember when the internet first started, when they had those things where the cameras would just be on 24 hours on somebody? You definitely need to make that happen. Make it happen, Deidre. Make it happen. Deidre is the one that can make it happen. Make it happen.
You would take joy in my life.
Oh, not just me. I think everybody watching right now.
The joy you'd find.
I mean, I'm not going to be like,
misery.
I'm over here alone in this.
I just find it startling.
The joy, the laughter, the conflict, the absurdity, I mean, it would work. It would be, there would be so many comedic elements going on, and it'd all be organic and real.
Oh yeah.
Ray and Sean.
No, I'd rather.
You need a third.
I'd rather chop off a foot than live in a place with Sean Belent. I mean,
and Ray has no foot. You know, that's like season 4 when you need that. You need a gimmick. Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, now Ray lost a foot. And he cut it off himself because he said he'd rather cut off his own foot than live with Sean. Now realizing even after he cuts off the foot, he's still going to be living with Sean.
We'll call it back to you.
He cut his own foot off. Yeah.
That's how season 3 ends, with you and the saw.
Saying, I'm going to do it. Yep. Yeah. So I got my wife saying she refuses to live in a place with only one bathroom. And by the way, some of you listeners have sent me pictures of places. They're fantastic. They have one bathroom. Which my wife reacts like, I mean, Jesus Christ.
3-bedroom house with 1 bathroom, really? I would think anything over 2 bedrooms, anymore, they pretty much automatically
I agree, yeah.
put 2 bathrooms on. We just have the 1 bathroom. We only have 2 bedrooms, though.
We got a 3-bedroom, 1 bath.
Yeah, and you guys live okay, right, Nick?
Yeah.
Does your wife get to take a bath every night?
No.
Because my wife likes to bathe. She doesn't shower. She takes a full-on bath. We're not a showering household. We're a bathing. We take baths in this house.
Sit in your own filth.
Yeah. She likes to take a bath every night.
I like to just shower all of it off and it goes down the drain.
Or my case goes into the septic.
Shower the shame away.
It goes away. I don't know where it goes.
I don't get it. If I was normal, we could get a place with an upstairs, but I can't fucking walk.
I need to get one of those things that literally drives you up the wall.
I hate my knees. My knees, it's
What's
the
that
one.
commercial? There's a woman that she's on a thing and it's going up the wall.
Yeah.
Where the stairs
like in
are.
Gremlins.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Woman's riding up the chair. Yeah.
I've just seen the meme that says this damn thing drives me up a wall.
I hate my knees. It's the worst. It's the worst part of me. But no, I would live in a 1-bathroom place just fine.
That's your house.
Yeah, I would be fine.
Not your decision, not your house.
What my wife says.
Well, Ray already said he'd live in a place as small as mine.
Oh, and my daughter says, which, by the way, she's got a say in this. What? Everybody has a say.
He probably has a job, right?
My daughter does have a job. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, there it is.
Everybody employed gets a say.
It's not like she's giving the money to me.
No, but she's showing an example of how to give to society and not just be a leech and sit around and,
well,
soak it all up.
But she has a job.
Like I've been doing for literally a month, 1 month shy of a year.
She gets a paycheck and she cashes it. It's not like she gives it to me or anything, or gives to us.
Yeah, you're on shaky ground. You just be like lucky to have your name on the title at this point. You better toe the line.
They all go like
making demands.
I refuse to live in a home with 1 bathroom. I just want to say,
when you say I absolutely agree. 1 bathroom's out of the question. We won't even look at those.
I don't. I'm fine with. I grew up with 1 bathroom.
Me too. I've never lived anywhere with more than 1 bathroom in my life.
Nope.
Yeah, I've had a couple 2-bedroom or 2-bath places.
I'm saying as an adult,
just too many bathrooms to clean.
As an adult, my wife and I've always had 2 bathrooms. The last place I lived that only had 1 bathroom was, I can't even remember it. I literally can't remember the last time I lived with 1 bathroom.
That's how I grew up. 1 bathroom and like 5 people in the house.
When I was in college, we had 2 guys living in my dorm, 2 guys living in the dorm next to us, and we shared 1 bathroom.
Yeah, but that's guys.
Oh.
And then
women got to have that women stuff all over the place and hanging off showers and all over the sink.
When I was
in the medicine cabinet, what the hell is this?
When I was living at my mom's house, 6 kids, and my mom, 1 bathroom.
When I was in the military, the entire floor of the barracks, you had 1 male shower, 1 female shower with like 8 heads in it, and it was an open bay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I've
but
seen those
Dean,
videos.
but my wife and I have always, we've always had 2 bathrooms for as long as I can remember. I don't remember ever having not 2 bathrooms.
See what happens when you live the high life for so long?
Yeah.
On Money Tree.
A Money Tree had 2 bathrooms.
Sequoia
had 2 bathrooms, yeah.
She's used to a lifestyle and will not settle for less.
That's right.
I'm just saying, I'm so dirty. I'm so
Yeah, but
filthy.
for the angle, it's her house. She can get whatever she wants. I mean, that's you're not in the equation. I don't think.
I'm so dirty.
She'd
They
be
don't
happy
want to
if she
share a
put you
bathroom
on the
with me.
title at this point.
They'll be
She'd
like,
be like, yes, dear, I totally agree. Whatever.
They'll
An
be like,
inverted roof. That's exactly what I was thinking. It'll hold the water. Yes, perfect. It holds the water in. Yes, you need a house with an inverted roof.
Pete says, I have 2.5 baths. I live alone. Yeah, Pete's got 2.5 baths. My wife
Right,
loved.
that's more bathrooms to clean.
Thanks for
My wife,
Unless
when
you have a
we were-
housekeeper.
when we were down in Atlanta, my wife loved Pete's house. Loved it. She's like, this is a perfect house. I'm like, son of a bitch. She loved it. I think it was the bathrooms. They like, they like having
Bathroom that doesn't look like CBGBs.
a bathroom that I have not destroyed.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. Wish us luck. I don't know where we're going to end up living. I don't know. I have no idea.
Your wife will
My
think
truck's
something.
ready to go when you guys are.
I got faith in Deidre.
I'm glad.
Well, she'll find something. She'll wheel and deal, and she's worked for places that deal with like housing and where people live. And
As long as there's a room for me.
well, I don't know,
You
but
might
I'm
have to
saying,
live in the
I think Deidre. That's why you gotta no
I did-
complaints.
I did find a perfect place, but it didn't take pets.
That's the other
And-
side, Pat.
Yeah, and we're not going to get rid of the pets. Because
So if
I
it
said,
comes down-
I said we could always live in an apartment building. My wife goes, we can't, because the dog barks. And I'm like, oh shit, that's right. Yeah.
Then you have the thing about then you're living in an apartment building that takes pets, so everybody else has their pets too.
So if it came down to the choice
No,
of
it's hard.
getting rid of the pets or moving Ray in with Sean,
Ray's not moving in with Sean.
But you got to move in with Sean.
We're getting-
and
we're getting
Deidre
that.
can make it happen.
We're getting that TV show.
That is
Yeah,
not going
right.
to happen. I'll tell you
He's
right
the
now.
only one. Come on, don't let us down.
Ray, that's your lottery ticket right there. Move in with Sean, make it 6 months. You made up.
Who's
Well,
the
look,
third? There's
again.
got to be a third. There's always got to be a third, though. Who's the third? Because of the conflict and story arc thing, you got to have a third, at least.
Mark.
No.
Yeah, that would be over the. He's more like the guy that comes in for 10 minutes and
Yeah, and leaves.
Oh,
yeah.
he's like
He-
the Kramer.
He's
Kramer.
he's a Kramer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
yeah, I'm telling you,
I am too.
it's no,
Oh man, we
Is
need a
Hillbilly
crystal
Joe
ball.
still married?
my wife and I, we've always we've been living together since 1991. We've always had 2 bathrooms. We've never had just 1 bathroom. And my wife, when the house she lived in with her parents had 2 bathrooms. She's never been anywhere with one bathroom. I mean, you can't expect, you know.
What'd you get for setting that high standard?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nip that in the bud when you're young.
Or you just got to maintain the lifestyle and the job, whatever, to maintain a lifestyle like that. Like I'm sure Deidre has.
Oh, you
got a solid job, right?
You love.
You
love your biting humor, don't you?
You should have done conservative
And there's nothing
talk
anybody
radio.
can say to me because I'm in the same position. So
Yeah.
it's a perfect angle.
I'm gonna do conservative radio. Let me tell you something with this fucking Joe Biden. How's he ruined the country today? How is the country being ruined?
See, I already believe you.
Yeah. You think so?
Yeah. You just got to be loud and fast enough.
Yeah.
And you do already talk about eating ass, so you know.
I'll tell you something. This Joe Biden, the deficit in the United States is abysmal. It's embarrassing.
I'm telling you what, I tried to get, I would have gone across town to get some groceries with my mask on, but couldn't afford the gas because it went up have you noticed that? When he got in there, gas price just shot up out of nowhere. No explanation, no nothing. Just, Lady Gaga, nothing about the gas.
Look at the prices of gasoline in this country.
Meanwhile,
this country finally had
heir to a fish empire is sitting there talking about the working man. With that confused look on his
I
face.
do know exactly what these bullshit fans want to hear. They want to hear someone coming on the radio every day and saying, I'm going to tell you, this country finally had a true patriot, a true American as president, the finest president we ever had. And these damn Democrats, these socialists,
you're gonna use a name like Demrats.
These socialists could not wait to vote him out of office.
Marjorie Green or whatever, socialism, fascism, whatever. Call it whatever you want. Absolutely, call it whatever you want.
They couldn't wait to vote him out of office. They wanted.
How did we get on this?
Nothing
I told him to do conservative talk radio.
Let's go back to the Sean and Ray show. Where's Sean?
The Sean and Ray
I'm telling
show
you, I'm saying that I could do the type of show that radio is looking for.
I don't think that involves necessarily a radio talent. What that involves is being able to live with yourself, doing something.
You've got to be a bullshit. You've got to be able to.
You've got to be able to live with
bullshit.
yourself, knowing that you're bullshitting. You know, you're just, you know, that's the, if you want to call it talent.
All I'm doing is trying to get his 2-bath house.
Yeah, and I just want 2 bathrooms.
And sometimes you just have to.
Never mind.
Sometimes you just have to sell your soul.
I just want 2 bathrooms.
You do not have to sell yourself.
And I'd like to get a salary.
Oh, now we're asking too much.
Yeah. I'll tell you something. And then Rosie O'Donnell. And then you have to make fun of Rosie.
They are actually hiring. There's a radio job in St. Louis that's hiring. You can be assistant program director of The Beat and whatever the other urban station that goes with The Beat.
There you go,
the rap station and the urban station.
There you go.
Looking for an assistant PD. It is nice to see that somebody's hiring, though. That's, you know, at least
it is nice. Yeah.
There's hiring going on, except it's nothing that I can do, or, you know, that might as well be sports or contemporary Christian or something. I wouldn't know anything about it. But yeah, I mean, somebody's hiring or somebody's looking for, you know.
Did someone suggest that I move in with Hillbilly Joe? Is that what's going on in the chat room? I just looked at the chat room and
no, not Hillbilly Joe. Here it is.
And Ray.
It may have slipped out of my mouth.
Nikki. Because then you've got that love, that tension between her and Sean. Ray, Sean, and Nikki.
Oh,
done.
Perfect.
And camera drop, script drop.
Cameras.
So we live in one apartment.
Yep. With one bathroom.
RSN.
There you go.
I'm getting the cameras.
Ray, Sean, and Nikki show.
Woo!
And we'd still have to do an internet radio show every day.
Well, you do the 24-hour cam thing, and then your show is just part of the cam thing, and then the rest of like the 22 hours, you take you do like Big Brother does. You take the best little bits and you make a YouTube video out of them. That way, you have a live content 24/7. You still have a 2-hour show that's interactive. Plus, now you've got a bunch of clips that you can make a YouTube page with.
I'd rather just use one bathroom.
Oh, you will.
Oh yeah, I mean you.
This place has
John,
definitely
Nick,
got one
getting
bathroom.
One bathroom.
Yeah. No, one
So
bathroom.
are you saying
One.
in your fantasy of all this, you're saying
I'm thinking like a TV exec.
so you're saying that my wife and daughter end up getting a 2-bathroom place and I'm just
like
kicked
you said,
out?
if they're not, then they don't need 2 bathrooms. They just need 1.
Oh.
You're the whole reason for the other bathroom.
Yeah. Like they only need the 2 bathrooms because me.
Yeah, that's what she said, right?
That's
shit. I'm doomed.
Yeah.
I tell you. I don't know where the hell I'm gonna live. I have no idea.
Better start being real nice.
And last night, James Harden was going to play Houston. That's the team he used to play for. So I was positive. I'm like, James Harden is going to get a triple-double tonight. So I'm going to put a bunch of money on it. And I was positive. I was sure that it was going to hit. I was 100% positive. So James Harden gets going in the first half. In the first half of the game, James Harden has 17 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. All right. That's in the first half. In the second half, and so that means he only needs 2 rebounds and 4 assists, which he gets like that, So I'm like, oh, this is going to be great. I was celebrating at halftime. I'm like, fuck, I'm going to win this bet. I'm all excited, right? So James Harden comes out in the third quarter. They're playing.
He's going for the pass.
There's a steal and a fast break. James Harden gets running. He's on
The
a
crowd's
roll.
intense. The sweat pours.
And then he slows down. And I'm like, that's kind of weird. And then he comes out of the game. When he comes out of the game, he starts rubbing his leg. And I'm watching this going, why is he rubbing his leg? And then he starts rubbing like the bottom of his leg. I'm going, oh no. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
James Harden never returned. He injured his hamstring.
Ooh.
Yeah. So all the money I bet on Harden, I lost last night.
Told that like a ghost story or something. James Harden.
It was it's tragic.
Right. That was very dramatic.
It was very dramatic for me. Because
like I said, the tension mounts, the sweat is beating.
Dude,
you're watching money just go boo, boo, boo.
Because
boo.
I very rarely put a shitload of money on one thing. You know what I mean? I very rare. Usually my bets are like $10, $20. You know what I mean? It's very rare that I put a big amount of money on something. But I was so positive it was going to happen. It was,
just intuition.
Yeah, I just knew it. And literally, he had 17 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists at the halftime. So when someone's numbers are like that, especially when you're James Harden, you're like, oh my God, he's going to get the triple-double in the third quarter. And then he gets hurt. It's just he's never hurt. It's the first time he's been hurt,
You can't trust
forever.
a fart. You can't trust a gut feeling.
Yeah. And I also won.
Made that up. I'm going to put that on a t-shirt.
There you go.
I did take money, about half the money I put on Harden. I also put on a guy named Julius Randle from the New York Knicks to play Minnesota. But the reason I did that was because Minnesota plays shitty defense. I'm like, they can't cover this guy. So he'll at least go over on points. So I had that as a backup. And he went over on points, like I predicted. But still, losing that money with Harden really hurt. It hurt. Because that would have been the money that I could have cashed in those winnings and given those to my wife. She would have went, holy shit, look at that. Now I got it, I can't even tell her that I bet it, She'd be like, you put away. you
she's
bet
not
how
even hearing
much?
this. Oh, she didn't hear anything I said then.
You bet how much
Damn.
on this guy did you bet? Yeah.
Don't feel bad, Rocky.
Yeah, maybe she'll hear the replay or something.
She'll listen later.
I got to go work out. I got to go work out and I got to
And
get
get
my
your
shot.
second shot.
Yeah, I get my shot today.
Well, keep your chin up.
And while you're doing that, Rocky and I'll start prepping for visual and audio and everything for the Sean, Ray, and Nikki show.
Hang in there.
Maybe you think Shumblin's dad's gonna let me move in with those guys? I'll just move in and
might let you move into the garage.
Yeah, I don't know Shumblin's dad, but I'm picturing like the older, like the what's his name, Mahoney and Frazier.
Yeah.
Just sits around and makes comments every once in a while.
Yeah, makes wisecracks and sits in the old recliner and drinks beer.
yeah, that's me.
Ray, Sean, and Nikki.
We'll all move in Nikki's studio apartment.
Oh God, that could be good.
You'll have your studio.
Oh, yeah.
Over
There's
that
the studio.
corner, Tachi's plugged in.
I don't care. I don't care where my family lives. I really don't. As long as
you're included.
Yeah, as long as I'm allowed to live there and I can have space for a microphone, a board, and my computers, I'm fine. As long as I can broadcast, we'll figure it out. I don't care how many bathrooms. I don't care how many
Well,
I just don't care.
There's an option.
Pets,
if you've got a reasonable enough landlord, you could get the 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom, and then put in an outhouse.
Oh, for God's
There's
sake.
a 2-bathroom.
Get a bucket.
I was gonna porta potty.
Room. Use a closet.
Get a bucket from Marvin.
I'll just get a porta potty. Yeah, I'll grab one of Marvin's 5 gallons.
Put a porta potty outside.
Yep. I'll just shit in a bucket.
No, you don't want to do that because you never take the bucket out. That's why it's got to
Just see your wife going, and you'll do it outside.
When the dog goes out, so does Ray.
You'll need a fence.
I don't know. I'm just screwed, I guess. I am offended by the fact that they're so offended by what I'm doing in the bathroom. That's kind of offensive to me. But oh well, wish me luck. I got to work out and then get my shot. And, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. A subscriber show tomorrow at 8 a.m. All right. Subscriber show tomorrow. Make sure you join us on Patreon. Make sure, by the way, get a nice detailing. Detail your car at Recon Techs 670-1132. Let the guys at Recon take care of your car. In fact, they just ended that $50 off spring promotion.
Oh, wow.
Call them and tell them you heard it on the Morning Disaster. And you're just wondering, can they hold out one more day and give you the $50 off the detail?
Enter promo code Ray.
Enter promo code Ray. R-A-Y. Get that $50 off. talk to him. 670-1132. Of course, Hendricks Home Furnishings. I love Hendricks. It's where I got my recliner, and you should get yours from Hendricks too. It is the best furniture you're going to find anywhere in the area, and it's a short drive to Verdon. Get your furniture from Hendricks Home Furnishings. When you get your new house, make sure you get some Hendricks furniture in there. It's Hendricks in Verdon. And of course, Head West.
Oh, I can't wait to get home.
Delicious Head West. Fantastic.
Wait to get home.
Make sure to get it. All right.
The
We'll
great
get out of
Head
here for
West
today. We will get out of here today and be back tomorrow for a subscriber show at 8 a.m. So long, everybody.